Good morning, friends. It's about 30 degrees Fahrenheit this morning and a little bit of a brisk breeze going. But the girls are ready to get out. They're ready to get moving. They're ready to get to work. They're ready to eat some morsels. And as you can tell, they're ready to scratch. And they're scratching the upper part of my garden today. I don't see any rain for any time in the future, in the near future anyway. So they'll have plenty of time to go through all of this and turn it into dust particles, which is what they do. And it's going to be a really good day, I can tell. Just a really good day. I got my bed cleaned up, my raised bed cleaned up. Got all the stuff out of it. And it doesn't look too straight, I know that, but it just doesn't really want to. The way that the boards are on the bottom makes how it is at the top a little bit rickety looking, but I've secured it, and that's just about all I can do without taking all of the dirt out of it and redoing the whole thing from the beginning, and I'm not going to do that. It's functional, it'll be fine. So I'm trying to decide which thing to put in it, and I've got the I've got the plastic pipe that you can see, PVC pipe on the right hand side, to make a little cover for it so I can put some greenery in it. I don't know when I can do that. It depends, I guess, on the weather and how cold it gets. But I want to try and make it where I can grow some things for my animals without them getting into it. When they're destructive. They'll eat the seeds, not even thinking that if they leave the seeds alone, they can have a whole plant to eat. It's just kind of how everything is nowadays with people too. They want it all right now, and they don't think about sowing their seeds and having more later. They just don't do that. Well, it's morning at the water trough, so it's kind of like when you go to work and morning at the coffee pot. People stand around and drink enough coffee until they can go sit down at their desk and get working. So they're having their little, actually, I guess, like their little coffee break right now already. They've been up for quite a while. I just opened the door and let them out, but they've been up moving around quite a bit already. So yesterday I had someone ask me what my goals are for next year, or for this year now, I guess. And my goals have not really ever changed. It's just how much am I going to be able to do before the weather changes. That's really what my brain is working on right now. It's like, okay, am I going to get my fence moved? Am I going to get a place for my ducks to move, that they're not just away from each other so that they don't have babies? Because I just don't really want baby ducks. And there's Hazel. She gets to get out and be around people because she doesn't kill the chickens. She'll actually raise chickens. She's the one that's actually one of the two babies that she raised right there, that she hatched from a chicken egg. And it stays right close to mama. It sure does. And I think it's going to be a rooster. I think all four of the babies that I've raised lately have all four been roosters, and I'm like, how do I get so lucky? Females just can't seem to live around here. I don't know, but it's going to be all right. We're going to figure this out. So my goals for this year, as they have been for the last 3 or 4 years, is to clean this place up enough on my side of the fence, to clean it up enough to where it's healthy for the girls and boys, and plenty of room for them, plenty of shade. Maybe bring my rabbits out for the summer, because they sure stink in the summer when they're inside. It just smells like like ammonia from the pee hitting the floor. My floor is concrete, and I have a lot of bedding on top of the concrete, so that kind of absorbs it, and then I push that bedding out when it gets really, really bad. But so this year, like I said, I did put this up for them to use as a little bit of shade on this side, and they can hop up there and sun and whatever they want to do. This is just temporary. It's not anything. It was a pallet that I had, and I just thought, well, what can I do with this thing to get it out of my way? That works out really good for what it is. It might get to stay there for a little bit, but it's not permanent by any means. And so behind it is going to be my potatoes, and behind that is going to be corn, and then this is going to be peas and green beans and okra and all of the other things, Crowder peas, purple hulls, all the things that I really love that I have seeds for. And it's going to be, of course, a whole lot of lettuce and things like that for my rabbits and my chickens, and I'm going to have squash. And I basically want to grow things for my animals. You can see they're not playing with their toys yet today either. I want to be able to grow food for my animals so it doesn't cost me so much. Maybe I can lower my prices on my eggs again, because I had to go up again, and I did not like that, but I just didn't really have an option. I'm sorry for the sniffles. I get out here in this cold air and my nose just drives me crazy. So that's my goals for this year, is to bring my animals outside more and get them a better place out here to play, and to raise more food so that I can feed me, my community, my family, and my animals, and can some, and have my house organized. I'm working on that as well. I can work out here for a little while and get cold and go in. I hope to have the very back here. Let me show you where it is. I hope to have it, I guess I could have put it on pause. I hope to have this all cleaned up. Well, not all cleaned up, but the very front of it, where, as you can see, the stuff that's dead and just thick in those trees is all honeysuckle. And that stuff will just choke out everything. And you can't get through it with a lawnmower. I don't know if you can see it very good, but you can't get through it with a lawnmower. And I really want to reclaim that land. I haven't been back there. I would like to be able to have like some goats or something back there, but I can't afford all that fencing it would take to keep goats back there. So for right now, it's going to be what it is, and as I'll be able to work it a little bit. I bought myself a lawnmower, and I've got a pretty good weed eater, so maybe I can clean that out little bit by little bit before it turns green, because once it turns green and it gets warm, I can't go in that thicket anymore because too many snakes, and I just don't deal with snakes. They scare me to death, and I can't run from them anymore. So that's basically my plan as it sits right now, and it sure is it's a task. It's going to be a big task. So it's more than what I can do in a day, that's for sure. And you know, when you have goals and you have a purpose, intent of bettering yourself, and not just yourself, but your family and your community and your animals, you know, I mean, that's a happy, healthy life. That's a very happy, very healthy life. And I'm not complaining about anything because I have my health back. I can walk. I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to walk without that limp. It's still a little bit hard, but it's something that's doable. And I just have to just keep concentrating. Just keep concentrating, one foot in front of the other, instead of walking like a penguin with my back stiff and my legs stiff, and because my hips were both replaced And they're still a little bit achy when I walk. Other than that, I'm doing great. So I'm not complaining. That's just something I'll have to do. I think it's muscles. I think that's what it is. I lost my muscles. And there's Hazel with her 2 young ones. They're over at the water trough over there. She raised the 2 on the left. These 2 were the ones that you can see the one in the back's comb isn't red yet, so you can tell it's it's not really a baby, but it's young. I think it's a rooster. I don't know. It looked yesterday like it had some really yellow legs. I don't have anything with really yellow legs, so it must be that they have yellower legs when they're babies than they do as adults. And the one on the left looks like Mo's baby. It doesn't have Mo's haircut because it looks like one of those Easter eggers, one of those green. But you can tell by the feathers on its back that it's Mo's baby. All of those. I hear you. I hear you. You hear this one? It's learning how to talk like a boy. They're not afraid of me at all. They're just standing right here at my feet. My feet are right here. And they're just right there, just getting them something to eat, not afraid of anything. You hear it? That's not a hen. I haven't heard it crow yet, but it's going to be close. It's going to be a big one. Those barred rocks, they're big. Mine are anyway. It looks like it actually might have some Australorp in it. His feathers are kind of shining a little bit green here and there, so it might not be a full barred rock. There's old Sassy. Look how pretty she is. Oh my gosh. She's just beautiful. She's the one on the right. I think she's a buff Orpington, not buff Orpington. I think she's an Orpington, a black Orpington. I have another Orpington over here that's beautiful too. I don't know what they keep finding, but they're fighting over something over there. Is it a worm? She sure is running. She wants it, whatever it is. It's hers, and she claimed it, and she wants it. Whatever it is, I saw 2 or 3 of them. They're still chasing her for it. There they go. There goes Hazel. Well, came inside to see what's happening in here, and the bunnies are probably... Megan, is that you again? The bunnies are not going to be real happy with me because I got it to where they can't go outside and play anymore, so they have to stay in their little pen. And they sure did like getting out and running around. I mean, they would even kick up their back feet and everything. They were just excited to be out. But without me being out here all the time, they will eventually find their way out the door. And them being bright white in all of this barnyard, the birds of prey would find them immediately. It looks like she's looking for her some water, and she doesn't have any. It looks like they don't have any water in here left much either, so it looks like my chore time. They ate all their food, so it looks like my chore time is just about, well, it's time for chores. This girl, she's up here trying to find a place to lay an egg, and they have to scratch and scratch and scratch and scratch when they get in there before they can even lay an egg. And there's nothing to scratch because they've scratched it all out. I can't keep anything in there. The first thing they do is they scratch it out. My straw's going away. I had several over here. I'm down to 1 bale of hay. I gave some of it to the dogs because I wanted them to have something to lay on out in the yard and not have to lay on the wet ground. I got Miss Jenny a new coat to go, or a new sweater to go under her coat because Cheyenne was eating it off of her. This is Jesus. He's wanting some food and water too. So yesterday was not a good day for eggs at all. I think I got like 12. Look at today though. Look at here. I've got 3 girls in the left one. I got 1 girl in the middle one. I've got 1 girl in the right one and 2 waiting. So this is going to be a good egg day. It's a good thing too because I have a lot of people really, really wanting eggs right now. I guess they're just going crazy in the store and not many to choose from. The first year that I really started selling my eggs to the community, I had a lot of eggs and not very many customers, and up until this spring. And I started advertising a little bit more this spring, but actually in 2020, when everybody went home and nobody wanted to go to the grocery store because they were afraid of getting sick, they started looking for eggs more. And so I upped my flock. That's when I started really bumping up the amount of hens that I had. Boy, it's loud in here. And I bumped it up so much that I had too many eggs at once. And so that was when I decided, okay, I'm going to have to have more customers. So that's when I started advertising more. And so now I have 35 customers in waiting and on a waiting list, and actually more wanting eggs. I just can't, because they've dropped. When they have weather like this, one day it's like 70 degrees, the next day it's 40 for a high. The next day it's like 2 or 3 days it'll be 70 and it'll be 40 again. It messes with their systems. And these 3 over here in the sunshine, they don't want to be outside. They think they're house chickens. So they're sunning in here in what little bit of sun is in the shop, or in their side of the barn. This side is the barn, the other side's the shop. So their side is 20 feet by 30 feet. So, because the whole area, mine is the same. The whole area is 30 by 40. So they get 30 by 20 and I get 30 by 20. We do all right with that. So I haven't even opened up the bottom ones yet. Let's see. We only have 2 over here. We have 1 right here. Can you see her? She's dark in there. You can't hardly see her. There she is. And then pull it out and see if you can see it better. Not really. And then there's 1 down here in the corner. And she's a black girl too, so you probably can't really see her very good. I don't know why. Can't see her at all. But anyway, it's going to be another beautiful day. The wind is not blowing. There's no ice. There's no hard rain or hail. No tornadoes. It's going to be a very calm, very beautiful day. And I am really excited to get out and get some things done. Get their food and water to them so that they can eat and drink and be more productive. And so I just keep learning more and more things about my cell phone and about how to put videos together. And so I'm kind of excited about that. You know, you can teach an old dog new tricks, I guess. So you guys have a great day. And if I do a couple of shorts, it's, you know, I hope I don't bother you with them because I'm really enjoying doing this. So y'all have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.